Howdy doody! Hello. I get all excited pretending that I'm listening to the music that just faded. Welcome. Boy, I can't believe it. I was checking a minute ago, more like 4 days ago, and I've gotten a bunch of new subscribers off of my last video. You have to presume. That's a lot more subscribers than I thought, that I'm used to. Actually, it's been 4 days, so I'm sort of getting used to it. I was about to check it, just to double check to make sure I'm not crazy, but it said something like 14 last time I checked there, and I mean, hallelujah, it's a good day for me. Excited to sort out most of the problems with all of this sort of production going on, and you won't be hearing any more audio if I turn off my fridge every time I record. Setting up is easy, so I'm happy to do it, I suppose. One extra step on top of all the other tiny little things. Okay, so where are we? I'd like to, let's see if we can get something going for this week. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out or rewatching if that so be the case. I've done something confident, which I don't usually do, and perhaps it's the subscriber count. I mean, I already say it. I think it's we almost doubled my numbers. Ooh, I'm nervous. I think we're at 14. I do believe I already said it. But went and played basketball, just took a shower, drying my hair, and it looked kind of like it does now, and so I just left it alone. Usually I do the same thing every day, but so we're looking a little fancy today, perhaps. I didn't even bring up the mirror. Okay, hold on, we can do this. Right in front of you guys, I'm gonna go into, without getting into all the stupid technical stuff, I'm gonna see what I look like. Sometimes the widescreen lens isn't fully all over my camera, and it looks like it is. I will be exiting this at once. I apologize here. Plenty to talk about, though, and excited to get into to some of this stuff. I didn't close it out. Maybe I should, but whatever. Okay, so oops, I almost looked at my notes there, but getting back a little bit back into basketball, which I always get a little bit fired up when the playoffs begin, the NBA playoffs, that is. Still a global sport, if you will. I would have celebrated the new massive increase in subscribers with maybe a hit of a tobacco, but I'm starting to feel a little bit of a headache if I don't drink enough water. Every tobacco puff, sends me in the wrong direction. Okay, and let's see, where do we go from there? Do I give you from last week, do I give you my predictions on who's going to make the finals? I'm real sensitive about it this year because my team from my dad's side of the family is doing well. This is probably the third or fourth year in a row that they're doing great, but they led their conference this year in terms of as many more wins than everybody else, and they're half of the league, the West, that is, and that being the Nuggets. And gosh, it's really hard to even, I don't know, I can't get up I might have said this before, but I can't get up the I don't know, the gusto or the vigor or the energy to shout at my highest of my lungs, Nuggets. Just, just a sort of a silly word. I wonder how it was. I know the Denver Broncos were named by fans back in the day. I don't know how they did that. They sent out letters or something. But, but yeah, I wish I had a little bit of a nickname for them. It's either them for me, or I believe possibly again the reigning champs, the Warriors. Moving on. Couple of more things to get to. My favorite show is gone, so, is it research or am I entertaining myself? But through browsing YouTube this week, thank you, YouTube, and thanks for supporting this, putting me on, allowing me to be on your platform and whatnot. I found out that the Chip Chipperson show is no longer, and that's fine. I suppose it's a pretty mature move of a 50-something-year-old man to finally let go of the joke. It was great while it lasted. Certainly there were some not such doozies. I'd like to use that word the way people use it, but I don't like to be sarcastic. So certainly there were some doozies, non-doozies, getting towards the end there. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just confessing that I've done this before, the, beginning of this podcast before the pandemic, or during the pandemic, the coronavirus thing. Anyway, moving on. We'll see. So far the playoffs are keeping me afloat, and other things like, that's right, I didn't even check to see if I was mid-frame or how anything was framed this week. So excited to get to this, and so excited to get to this very topic. Not really. I somewhat bashingly admit that, a couple weeks ago, I said one of the titles to my videos, and I knew it was going to be a terrible title for a video, not get spread around the internet, algorithm, whatever you want to call it. But it was Want to Play Chess, and a bit of me through COVID was watching some chess stuff, and I'm not ashamed to admit, you guys already know I got invited to play. I'm just checking the time there. We'll wrap up early this week, I believe. But yeah, somebody invited me somewhat recently to check out some games. He had a girlfriend. I already said that on the week I talked about it, a couple weeks ago. But that was the reason why I didn't want to go. Check the earlier episode if you want. I don't think I'm dropping any great episodes, by the way, as of recent. Not necessarily, anyway. Maybe last one was okay. I don't, it was probably good or great, I should probably say. But I plan on, let's just get this out of the way. So there's a little bit of a boy-girl interaction that's been cropping up in my YouTube as of hours ago. Maybe an hour ago did I check this out. Maybe hours ago. I saw a couple of chess streamers playing in a poker tournament together. I got a little excited. I got to admit, just a part of me, because it was arranged through reading the description. It was arranged by a lady streamer, and we're talking about the best chess player in the world, and a female streamer whose sister, a couple years back, while they were doing a video for content, but while they were both being hooked up on the lie detector, her sister came at her And arguably not the greatest thing to do is ask your older sister about her love life when she's on a lie detector, but it was something about, would you have started streaming if it weren't for the greatest chess player in the world? I don't really want to like get into this too much and all that, but essentially now they're sitting together at a poker table, and it just warms the cockles of my heart, to see. And then, you know, right before I started recording, saw another video where they're in the same room streaming, and everybody's drunk. So that was not just adorable, but very cute and very deserved. Her younger sister was in the room. Everybody was, it looked like a bit sloshed, and it was just nice to see, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Doesn't make this episode any better for me, but I have an idea what I might put as the title. I don't really, but I've got time to think about it. Okay, guys, I don't know. Where do we go from here? May love enter your life. But for the moment, probably just kick ass, do the things you do the hobbies that you like to do, and maybe you'll find it that way. It's difficult. I would recommend going out in the daytime, and I know those are our work hour parts of the days, but you can at least set the weekend aside for some of that. I'll try and do it myself. Haven't really been getting out much, and that brings us all the way back to the beginning, where I played basketball for the last 2 out of 3 days. Exciting stuff, guys. All right, Cheerios. Happy about this whole entire endeavor that I'm doing here. So excited. Thanks again for subscribing, and I can't wait to I'm not looking at analytics, but please, you do it yourself, kick ass. And I did want to say this actually in the shower. I thought about this, but on a primal level, you guys are acknowledging that it's not so easy to just sit here and talk for 15 minutes in front of a camera. So much respect right back at you, let alone be entertaining, interesting, or funny, which hasn't necessarily happened in the last 13 minutes, has it? Okay, well, time to go. It was a pleasure. Kick ass. I got one idea for all of us. Spring cleaning. My shit behind me is dirty. Okay. I can't be color matching this to white anymore. All right, I got to get out of here. Okay, Cheerios, guys. Have a great week.